Hello there and welcome back to the SalonTouch video channel. Today we're going to talk about how to add a new tanning room or a new tanning bed to your existing salon. So adding a new tanning bed is very easy and straightforward. There are a few steps that we need to take. One, we create a new room. Two, we fill in all the details about the new room such as the timer type, box number, port number, and things like that. We then add the room to either an existing layout if there's space, or we create a new layout and add that room. We exit, we log back in, and we see the new layout. Let's see how we do this. Let's go ahead and create two new rooms. I'll go to Setup, I go to the Rooms, and I'm going to add a new room. I'm going to use a blank template. So my last room for my layout was room number 12. So I'm going to call this room ID number 13. And I'm going to say box port 13 because box port and room ID are usually the same. I'm going to give this a new type of name. I'm going to call this Solar Storm. And my timer is on port number 3. So I add port number 3. I leave the rest as it is. I'm going to have surcharge text number 1. I can fill in the details about maximum time and things like that. Maximum time for this is 20 minutes. Default would be 20 minutes. And that's about it. And I can save this. So now I'm going to create the second new room. And this will be room number 14. For this purpose, I'm going to use the Solar Storm as a template because the two beds are similar. So I'm going to give this a room ID of number 14 and the port number will be 14. I'll leave the rest of the parameters as it is. Text is 8. Text 1 is to be added on the surcharge, and that's it. So now I've created the two rooms. We can now go and add these two new rooms to our layout. But in our layout, we have only room for 12 rooms. So we're going to have to create a new layout to accommodate these two new rooms. So I create a new layout and I increase the number of rows to 5. That will accommodate up to 15 rooms. So I quickly fill this in. Room 1, room 2, room 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now my new layout is complete. I've added these two new rooms here, Solar Storm rooms, rooms 13 and 14. I saved the new layout, and now I will have to exit and come back in and then take a look at the layout. Let's take a look at that. And so here's our new layout. We have the two new rooms here at the bottom. And that's all there is to adding new rooms to an existing salon. Now keep one thing in mind. Do not forget that you need to go back to each and every service and make sure you add those rooms in the surcharge section. Let's quickly look at one service and add these new rooms. So let's say I have this service and that needs to include Solar Storm rooms. So I just go to the room use, I click on add, and under the drop down I choose the solar room. I go from 1 minute to 20 minutes, deduct one flat session as usual, and that's it. I'm done. And from now on, this service 10 sessions will be able to use Solar Storm. So for all the service that need to use Solar Storm rooms, make sure that you include them in the room use or in the surcharge section. Thank you, and I hope this was useful, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye.